Australia is battling its second wave of COVID in Victoria, and there is widespread concern that it may spread to the other states. Given the second wave was the unfortunate result of the mishandling of imported cases, the federal government seems determined to ensure temporary resident visa holders remain locked out of Australia. In a press release yesterday, the Prime Minister Scott Morrison shared that he was not hopeful that COVID restrictions, including the opening of borders, would be lifted by Christmas. Measures have to be in place to keep Australia and its people safe. But we as a country that cares for its residents, are we really doing the right thing? Australians are known for their generosity and hospitality, and it's sad to see how quickly this spirit is lost when confronted with adversity. There are hundreds of temporary resident visa holders who have their homes established in Australia and are continually denied access to return here. From students who are paid for their courses that cannot be attended online, to those residents that belongings here with rent and bills to pay, and many more who are separated from their loved ones. Surely there is a way we can facilitate the return in a manner which is safe for all Australians. Today I'm going to talk with Akilesh Singh, who has been caught outside of Australia whilst his wife and child remain living in South Australia. As the holder of a skilled regional 489 visa, the family moved here last year, left their jobs back home and came to Australia to start a new life. Akilesh was caught overseas when the border closure began, and despite numerous applications to the Immigration Department, he has not been allowed to return back to Australia. As Australians, we invited them to this country, and it is a really important question that we have to confront on how we as a country lack the empathy to continue treating our temporary residents in such a manner.
Hi, Karl. Karl, let me start from the beginning. I'm currently in Dubai, and I used to live with my family here for last 12 years. And it was that in our last 5 years of our Dubai tenure, we decided, okay, we need to move to a country which is, where we can give a better future to our kids. So we decided on Australia, and then we started working towards the visa or a PR kind of a possibility for us. So based on our points, we could get a visa that is a temporary skilled visa, 489. We got this visa last year in January 23rd of January 2019. So we decided in August, okay, we should make a landing there, and then we should try and settle down there and see how it goes. So the whole idea was, because I had my job here in Dubai, so I told my family, okay, we all go in August and we take 6 months of time for ourselves. We see how we like it, because from Dubai to Adelaide, it's a big change for them. So we wanted to see if the kids would like that place or not. If they like, well and good, everybody moves there. If they don't like, maybe they can come back and then we look at some other option. So August last year, we went to Adelaide. Beautiful place, no doubt. I mean, the first sight of it, we all loved it. I had zeroed down on a house as well. We got it on a rental basis. And after that, we moved. It was around 12th of August 2019 that we went to Adelaide, and we started living in the house in McGill. And so obviously the kids were studying. My daughters are 9, 8 and 12 years old. And so I got them admitted to the school in McGill Primary School. Got all the other things sorted, got the house furnished, got a car for my wife so that if she needs something around, little bit of familiarization with the places around, shopping areas. So I was there for a month with them to make them comfortable. And since I had my job back here in Dubai and I had some other things to close, I had to come back to Dubai for a 6 months of time. So in August, I left, end of August, and I came back to Dubai to attend to my work and to other things. Then it was April that I had decided that I would come to Adelaide, and I had resigned from my company. And 20th of April I resigned. 20th of June I was free from my work, and ever since I've been waiting here in Dubai just to come back to my family. And it's been my visa had expired. I've quit my job, so obviously I'm not earning anymore, and I'm unemployed. The whole idea was that I will leave everything from here, close everything, come to Australia, maybe take a job there or start some small business on my own. Since I'm a chef, I do possess some skills. I thought I'll do something better there. But then point is, it's pandemic, and everybody's stuck. The way the borders are closed, I've, ever since I've left my job, I've tried to apply for exemption for me to travel to Australia. It's been 12 attempts that I made for the application, but they just reject it. They're not seeing that I have issues. My kids are small. As I said, last August we moved, and now this is another August coming.
So what do they say on when they refused your exemptions?
They say your case is not strong enough to be considered for an exemption. So, and in my case, I mentioned that I have small kids. My house, the rental house where we're living, the lease is getting over. 10th of August, we have to vacate that house. But then, and my wife with 2 kids, what are they going to do? So, point is, they're not understanding, and I have very well. I have written everything for them so that they easily can understand. I've told them I don't have a job. I have to support my family financially as well. I don't want them to be, homeless, or our finances will drain out very soon if I don't get back into a job sometime or sooner. So that's the challenge. But I don't know why they don't understand this. But still, I will still keep on trying. I'll still apply for exemption. My kids have been writing to the Prime Minister there, Scott Morrison. My kids are writing. They're tweeting that please allow our parent or father to come back.
How's your wife and children coping there without you?
No, they are stressed. I mean, I speak to them daily basis over a video call, but every time I am on a video call, my kids are like, they're crying, or they ask me, when are you coming back, or they're depressed. I ask them, how are you? They will be like, we're not happy without you here. So it's a challenging situation when you see them. Sometimes, my daughter, younger one, asks my wife that the other kids are saying, where is your dad? We don't see your dad when my wife goes to pick the kids to school. So it's a very, very emotional and challenging situation for us.
Yes, it would be indeed. And if you had a message for our Prime Minister, what would you like to tell him?
I would tell Mr. Prime Minister that please consider at least the families which are apart. Please somehow, get the families together. I'm just not talking about myself. I'm talking about all the families. Kids are separated from their parents. There are partners separated. Do something. I mean, we are all ready to bear our expense. We are ready to do the quarantine facility isolation. We are ready for all that. But at least let us get back to our family. Let us take care of them. I mean, if my wife falls sick, imagine who's going to take care of my kids. So please consider all this.
And you did reach out to a local member of parliament in South Australia. And what sort of response did you get from them?
I reached him on LinkedIn, sent a message. I did not get a response there. Then I wrote on email address. It was almost more than a month back that I wrote to him. And today is 31st of July. I got an email from them mentioning that we really cannot do much. Exemptions are not in our hands, but you can definitely visit some websites and check information there. But my point is, one, yes, of course, there's a long time gap in a response. Secondly, I know what you're telling me. I already know it. All I need is a referral from the MP. I come from your area. I'm your responsibility. It's just a referral letter that's saying that please, if they can put it forward to the Commissioner of ABF, Australian Border Force, maybe they will consider. So that's my concern.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would be too much for them to ask to help, would you? Very disappointing response. So, Akhilesh, we hope by making this public and putting it forward that the Minister can have compassion for many people like you who are caught offshore. Their visas are expiring, and yet there's no word from the Minister about how they're going to deal with all these people and how they're going to get back into Australia. And in reality, you're our visitors to this country, so we would like to think that we're treating you a lot better than we are currently. And let's hope that the Minister can have some compassion for your case.
Absolutely. I want this compassion to come for everybody who are in a similar situation. I'm sure there are people in more worse situation than mine. I'm not saying I'm in the worst situation, but everybody has a situation.
Exactly.
And people like us, I mean, when I come back, when I say that I don't have a job here, when I come back to Adelaide, obviously I would like to work. Maybe it will be a iota kind of a contribution, but still I will contribute something to the economy at least.
Exactly. Well, you already are contributing. You're renting a house there. You're paying bills, and your kids are paying for their fees to go to school. So
The Mediclaim, everything, we are doing all that.
yes. Well, good on you, and let's hope that things change for the better for you, and we'll be in touch again shortly.
Thank you so much, Karl. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Australian citizens and permanent residents are still able to enter Australia as they rightly deserve, and the government has COVID-safe protocols in place to facilitate their safe re-entry into Australia. Our temporary visa holders may not have the same visa rights, but they are residents nonetheless. Real people with lives, belongings, friends and families in Australia. Nearly all these people are prepared to pay all the costs associated with their return. All they want is a chance to come home. Please, is there someone in Parliament who cares about these people? So thanks for tuning in today. Take care out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.